Okay, day 3, back down here. Got the sluice set up in a little better spot. Might have to move it. It's Labor Day. This is where I was working yesterday. I got a good bit of work done. Got a bunch of material out of there. And I decided I'm going to go up the bank from that a little further. And I'm about ready to break that piece of bedrock out of there. I don't know if I'll be able to get the one after it, but because it looks like it goes the whole way down underneath of this boulder here. But I'm going to try to get that loose. You can watch me. And then I'll pause it for a little while I gather some material. I'll set you up to watch. Pause it then to get some material and get some work done. So I took the shovel and I got on this one top piece of bedrock and I hooked this corner and I managed to break it loose. So here it comes. And it looks like there's clay in there. So I'm going to try to clean that out, classify it. I don't expect anything really, but you never know with those fissures, those cracks like that. And see if I can get anything out of it. I'll bring it back on after I get some material. Okay. The last 2 days, I moved this boulder, dug underneath it there, got down to the clay level. Got as much clay out of there as I could yesterday. And actually started getting water in the bottom of the hole, which means I was just about at creek level. Today I come in here and I decided to see if I could bust some of this out, and you saw me take that piece out of there earlier. And I got down in there and I got all the loose stuff out of there, and I got down to what I consider pay, which is clay. And the reason I consider clay pay is because usually gold is stopped by the clay. You don't have to get all the way to the bottom of the crevice if nobody ever creviced it before. But I made a big mistake yesterday. I broke 2 toes rule. Number 1 rule: when you're moving the overburden and you're digging and moving cobbles, don't put them where you're going to dig next. Now, I put them up in here, and I decided to go up here and look at these crevices I'm busting out of this bedrock. And look at that. I got an open crevice there going down in that was just under loose gravel, and that could have some really nice stuff in it. But what I do, yesterday I put all that stuff on top. So anyway, like I said, short time, Labor Day, got to work this afternoon, double time and a half. So I'm going to try to get into that crevice right there, maybe clean a little more out of here. I'm not touching this, although I believe I might be able to dislodge it in a couple of days or something when I get out here again. But I'm definitely going to try to get in between that. That just looks so juicy. In the meantime, got the sluice set up. I'm not happy with the way it's set. Might have to move it upstream before I run it. But I got a pan of pretty good material out of that crevice. I'm going to try to get this crevice cleaned out. First, I'm going to have to pan that stuff. So if I get anything good out of that, I'll bring you back on. In the meantime, I'll just have to be back in a bit. Okay, as I walk around here, I'm seeing more and more areas for me to work. That's about as far as I'm going to get with these crevices up in here today. I know I only had so much time. Didn't like where the sluice was, so I moved it up to where I've had it previously. It's upstream a good ways. I'm going to pan this stuff out and classify the rest of that material and run the sluice. And look at that bedrock. Whole creek bedrock. The stream's actually getting lower, so we're going to get to the point where we can work more areas too. So here's that bedrock I cleaned off about 4 trips ago. So, and there's that hole I got the nice flake out of. Lost my snuffer bottle. Happens to the best of us. But anyhow, like I said, I'm going to get that stuff I need up here and go ahead and run the sluice and pan this out. And I'll bring you back on when I run the sluice. Okay, here we go. We're going to run this stuff through this sluice. Clean it out. I got to pan that stuff I got out of that last crevice. The leaves out of my sluice. Some clay in there. A little better than a quarter of a bucket. There's a couple other two-toes wounds today too. If you didn't notice, I was actually working on an outside bend. It's kind of an inside bend the way the bedrock and the flood boulders are. But, I mean, I got a nice flake of gold out of there the other day right across the creek from the camera. So. Things exchanging pretty good, so we're gonna let it do its work here. Anybody thinks this is easy needs to come out and try it. People sitting there in their living room in their chair and watch things on TV or watch it on YouTube. It's not the same as coming out here and doing it. Especially when you got to hike to get to where you want to go, to the most productive ground. So, you can't always accomplish everything you want to accomplish. But I'll tell you, I do want to get back at that crevice over there, and even do it on the outside bend. I'm going to have to move some of them, break loose some of that bedrock and try to work that area. Like I said, the creek level's lowering, getting into almost the fall here pretty soon. So there'll be plenty more areas on the inside bend to work. But you live and you learn. And the way you learn is you live. So I'm trying to put together a trip to Arizona. Going out, hang out with Andy and Amy and Chuck Reynolds maybe. He's got time. I need to get somewhere where decent gold. I can get it here, but I do just as much work out there and get more of it. So. Once you've had it, there's nothing like having a real nice pan with decent gold in it. And I'm not big into buying pay dirts. I enjoy the outdoors anyway. So I don't want to see it in a bag, I want to see it in my pan. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to salt my cons. It seems like a total waste of time to do something like that. I'm not here to put on a show. I'm here to enjoy myself out in the outdoors, find some gold if I can, and share it with you. And if you like what I do, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, like and subscribe. Share it if you know anybody else that might be interested in the way I do things. I know I'm not average or normal. I've never been. I'm not typical. Oh, that's some nice clay in that. I'm seeing the black sand starting to show up in the ripples too. I gotta get this done so I can get back and get ready to go to work. I figure I'm already running up against the alarm time. Another thing about that crack over there I opened up, I'm going to leave it open. Normally I'll put some rocks in something like that and let the flood fill it back in. But if I was in like mother lode country, you might want nobody to even know that you've been digging there. So you'd probably like fill that in and break some gravels on top of it. The crevices that you don't see are the ones that you really get the gold out of, especially in mother lode country. The ones you can see, somebody's probably worked them. So I've only seen 3, maybe 4 people out here prospecting. One was Steve Lamont I had in a video about a week and a half ago. If you're watching, Steve, God bless you and good luck. I'm going to get ready to finish this clean out here. Out of this before I do this. Still a good bit of material in the bottom of this bucket. Go. clean. Give the sluice a minute to clean out. Then I got to pan out that pan before I pan out the sluice tons. We'll set you up down here where I had you last time. Yeah, it looks good. Get this done. See that? The creek's getting shallower. This is my old panning station here. We're barely going to be able to pan here. Look at this. This clay, most of this clay is from up the bank further, so it doesn't have as much moisture in it. That means it's going to be harder to work. Well, got to get it wet. And then break it up. This came out of those crevices that's in this pan. It'd be nice if I found a nice little piece of gold here, or a bunch of them. I don't know. Stands to reason sooner or later I'm going to find a spot in here that gives me more than one nice piece. Somebody put a stain over here. Make sure my ripples aren't clogged with clay. There's clay in there. There's one other thing I thought I'd mention about the area I've been working the last 2 or 3 days. It's on the outside bend, and I'm not getting near as much black sand out of that area as I would in just about anything I dig over on this side of the creek where this inside bend is. So, you know, I mean, that's another two-toes rule I broke. I work the outside bend. So, he does know what he's talking about. He's going to go to a prospecting site or whatever channel on YouTube to try to learn what you're doing. Two-toes is hard to beat. He's hard to beat anyway. There you can find that gold. Still got floats in it. Got about a tablespoon of black sand in this pan. Put it back there. See that big nice flake of mica? Oh my. Oh my. They quite stopped my heart there because I know when I flip it, it's not shiny on the other side. So. Also, there's a Canadian guy that has a channel called Go Prospecting. He got some old tricks that I guess he learned from old miners. And I was watching his most recent video. He has a way to get the gold that's attached to the black sand out of black sand. It looks pretty interesting. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to try that. He takes his black sands and puts them in a iron frying pan. They have a fire. When it burns down the embers, he sets that iron frying pan in the embers. He comes back the next day and he pans it out, and you would be amazed at how much gold that releases. Yeah, look at that rusty water. That's from having a little bit of black sands in the bottom there for a couple of days. Look at that black sand. It's got so much iron in it. Okay, here we go. We're going to clean out the flute. Get ready to get out of here. Yeah, it's not too bad. It cleaned out pretty good itself. Take it out. Tilt it. Let the water run out. Natural concreted. They got a lot of black sand in it, so there's more over there than I thought there was. But there's more on average over this side. Here we go. Clean. Just looking at this quartz vein that goes right underneath my panning station. Right across the creek line. I have managed to build a dolly pot. Smashed up some likely looking rocks from out here and got gold. The problem with that is, now I know it's there. And I'm telling you what, you think this is hard work, try smashing up them rocks. Okay. The little panning station. Clean up my guns and get ready to get out of here. Almost down the black sand. Too much float sand is still in here to suit me. I'll get out of there more. Okay. Well, we'll spin around. See what we got. Got sunshine in my pan. I think I gotta go to work today. I'm not gonna pass up double time and a half. On this side here. Got a gold colored rock up in there, distracting me. piece of glass. I think I know what it is. It's an old corroded lead shot. Nothing easy to pick out there. Put it back the other way one time. Get ready to get out of here. Still got to pack up all my gear over the other side of the creek.